Alright, so man, it's your boy Humbly 2 times for me. Back in that video, man, for me. Follow the Instagram at Humbly 2 times. Then look, yesterday's talking about do what's best for you. And look, for today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving a huge shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving a huge shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock me, show love, support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more than love always. I'm also sending good positive energy towards everyone. Also, if you want to do a one-on-one call with me, just DM me on my Instagram at Humbly 2 times. Also, disclaimer, if you don't want to hear about the truth, if you don't want to hear more about the truth, if you feel like you're not ready about the truth, if you feel like you're not ready to hear more about the truth, then you may want to go ahead and click off this video now, respectfully, all due respect. Let's go ahead and get more deeper to the video. Do what's best for you. Now look, right? It's very important, y'all, and it's very imperative, bro, to do what's best for you, bro. If people don't get that, if people don't understand that, then that's on them. Like that has nothing to, that may be on them. Like, that has nothing to do with you, bro. A lot of times, even including myself, a lot of times we won't do things because we're looking at somebody else's viewpoint, or we're looking at somebody else's perspective and what they'll think about it, or what would she think about it, or what would he think about it. At the end of the day, bro, like, we have free will. We're like we naturally have opinions. What I mean by we naturally have opinions is that we're all naturally different. So we're all naturally gonna have opinions on things. You see what I'm saying? We shouldn't allow people's opinions on something to override what we want to do with our own life. You see what I'm saying? Now, and I get it. You may be like, well, okay, people can have an opinion, but they don't have to be disrespectful with their opinion. I understand that. But what I want you to understand is that everybody's on a vibration, right? What I mean by everybody's on a vibration is that everybody's on a certain energy, right? So people people know right from wrong, but people can know right from wrong, but still not really understand the terminology and the term of right from wrong because they're on a certain frequency, right? Anybody can say, oh yeah, I know right from wrong. If people truly knew right from wrong, why do a lot of people still do wrong things? Why do we still do a lot of wrong things at times, right? Well, oh, we have free will. Yes, we have free will, but also it's the energy. You can know right from wrong all day, but if you're not on a certain energy, you'll do those wrong things. For an example, stealing from people is bad. We all know this, right? But a lot of people still steal. One of the main reasons why people steal, even though they know it's bad, is because they're operating on a certain frequency. In other words, they're operating on a very low frequency. So when you're operating on a very low frequency, you know it's right from wrong, but you don't really, it's hard for you. It may be hard for these individuals to not do those things because they're on a certain energy, right? Life is energy. One of the main things life is about is energy, right? So like I said, bro, we can all know that this is wrong and this is good. But at the end of the day, bro, if you're on a certain energy, then that's the energy that you're gonna be on, right? If you're a person that just always in good spirits, you vibrate high, right? So you naturally gonna do positive things. If you're somebody who's negative, you're gonna naturally do negative things. You feel me? Like I've said before, bro, we naturally have negative energy in us and we naturally have positive energy in us. This is why at any given moment you can do something negative, and at any given moment you can do something positive. Like, you see what I'm saying? But a lot of times, bro, we don't do what's best for ourselves, right? A lot of times we do what's best for other people, right? And what I mean by that is that a lot of times we're trying to please other people. We're trying to pursue people to like us. And I get it, bro. You know, I really do get it. You know, you want people to like you. You want people to accept you. You want some type of respect. You want that woman to like you. You want that man to like you, etc. You want to boost your ego, etc. I understand some things. Respectfully, all due respect, maybe. But at the end of the day, bro, being a yes woman, being a yes man, being a people pleaser, just saying yes to everything that somebody asks you to do, and sometimes you don't even want to do those things, you're hurting yourself, bro. It's not good to be a people pleaser, bro. You're really hurting and damaging yourself, bro. You're torturing yourself, bro. You're putting yourself through slavery, right? Excuse me. So, like, it's important, and I recommend all of us to do what's best for us in good, positive ways. Like, I know it can be hard. right? But it's better to go through the hardship now so you can live the life and do the thing that you want to do instead of just going through the hardship your whole life. Like, would you rather want to go through the hardship your whole life, or just go for it, or just go through that for a certain amount of time and then be done with it? You see what I'm saying? Like, for an example, you may not want to work a 9 to 5 right now. Neither do I. But if you are working a 9 to 5, if you save up enough money and you invest it to whatever you want, and whatever that you actually want to do, it starts making inconsistent money, and you're being consistent with it, you can quit that job eventually, and you don't have to ever work that job again. You see what I'm saying? But if you're not bringing in on top of money, no consistent money, but then you trying to make money off what you really want to do, I'm not saying stop doing that because you're not making money. I'm just saying you might want to, including myself, you might want to do something else to where you're still making money, but you're also still working on your whatever it is that you truly actually want to do. You see what I'm saying? Another thing is too, bro, is that like, it's been times people would leave out of my life and I'd just be confused, like, what? Like, I wanted you to stay. But what I came to the realization is that, right, is that people are gonna do what's best for them, bro. That doesn't just go for women, or that's what women, only women. No, it's not only women. It's men as well, right? Everybody does it, including myself. We're always gonna put ourselves first, y'all. A lot of times we'll put ourselves first before we put others, and a lot of times we'll put other people before we put ourselves first. What I want y'all to understand and overstand as well, right, is that when it comes to doing what's best for you, is that, bro, at the end of the day, how are you gonna, you're not gonna get the life you want if you're not putting yourself first, bro. I'm not saying be arrogant. I'm not saying be mean, cocky, disrespectful, egotistical, stuff like that. I'm not saying that. I'm not recommending that either. But if you're not putting yourself first, bro, how you gonna feed the rest of the people? What I mean by that is that, for an example, let's say you're cooking food, right? If you don't even got enough food for yourself, how you gonna cook for everybody else in the house? You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, it starts with you, bro. It starts with you first, bro. Like, you can only like help people so much, bro. Especially if you're not even helping yourself. Like, if you trying to tell somebody some advice about how to get women or how to get a man, but you're not even giving yourself that real advice, how can you really help them, bro? You really can't, bro, because you're not even trying to really help yourself with that, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I get it, you know, like, us so-called black people, we goddesses and guys, bro. So like, especially if you have reawaken, you already like, man, I ain't trying to work no 9 to 5. I ain't trying to da-da-da. I understand that. But until whatever you're doing is bringing in some type of income consistently, you might want to go ahead and just stack your bread up, or, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, maybe, like, you know what I'm saying? Respectful, all due respect. Or maybe start locking in more on your manifestations, etc. Maybe respectful, all due respect. But in my opinion, this is very important, and it's very imperative to really do what's best for you, bro. Because when you're doing what's best for you, bro, you'll be glad you did, bro. You'll if you really doing what's best for you, bro, you'll be glad you did, bro. Because you'll be like, dang, if I would have kept putting everybody before me, man, I wouldn't even be at where I'm at right now. You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, you don't gotta stretch the journey. What I mean by stretch the journey is that if you can knock out this chapter in 2 days, I'm not saying rush it, but if you know you can knock out the chapter in 2 days, you don't gotta stretch it to 40 days, especially if you don't even want to read that chapter. You see what I'm saying? What I mean by chapter is that life is like a book. Life is like a lot of things, right? You the author, you the narrator, etc. And you in these different chapters in your life, right? You don't gotta always stay in the chapter. You know what I mean? You can switch chapters. You are the author, you are the narrator. You can make a new chapter, etc. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? But look though, man, before I end up this video, if y'all want to do a one-on-one call me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumboldLeague2times. I'm saying more time. If you want to do a one-on-one call me, just DM me on my Instagram at HumboldLeague2times. Everything is lowercase and everything is together. It's HumbleAllLeague2times. I help with mental health. I help with emotional health. I help with physical health. I help with spirituality. I help with religion. You feel me? I help with also too, just trying to, like, if you're trying to improve and better your life, I can help you with that. You feel me? But look, man, I hope you have most enjoyed today's video. Also, another thing is that if you want to If you do want to do one of the one-on-one calls, basically I'll send you over whatever price. So let's say if you want to do an hour call, I'll send you over the price for the hour call. You just send me a screenshot if you're already sending the money over, and then I'll get my stuff situated, then we'll hop on the Instagram call. You see what I'm saying? But look, man, hope you have females and males to today's video. I'll catch y'all females and males on the next one, man. Peace.